Heyo, what's up? How you guys doing? We're doing Palworld with farming. Yay. Um, I actually cut out a few parts because really nothing happened other than stuff got betterer for a little bit. Let's take a look. What did I not do? Yeah. Okay, I'm going for better Xenovators. I'm gonna get one more and level them up to level 4 or 5. We leveled up Splatterina and that work speed is insane. I think we have full max down on that. That's okay if it's not, but like the work speed is insane. Let's see. Yeah, so they're gonna work on that. Serious artisan, work slave, remarkable. Okay. Um, with the Splatterina, what? Okay, I don't know what he's doing here. I gave it to where it's gonna transport. Damn, that bee got a thick ass. Why they model that? No one's in their place, so all these guys have to be here now. You will have to be here. I don't know why you always want to leave and not, you know, help me with stuff. Alright. Alright, you... I think I took off lumbering because we didn't need you constantly. You're always lumbering. We don't need like 3 or 4 people lumbering. I want to see if Verdash still lumbers too. Let's see. Did I take off lumbering? I did take off lumbering on you. Who else lumbers? You lumber. No, you know, you still lumber. What did I take off? Oh. Why did I take off that? That's pretty good. Or you only do handiwork, lumbering, and transporting. I do wonder if adding these 2 back would be okay. The gathering's not bad. Who else gathers? At level 2? Do I want you gathering at level 2? We'll take that off of gathering. Level 3 is pretty decent. Level 2 is not good. Level 3 is pretty... I don't know if we should have these at level 3. Level 2, we probably don't need you to have that. You're at level 4. You're at level 4 as well, so we could actually get you back to gathering. Let's see, you planted level 3 only? Damn, I thought these guys were better at planting. I guess not. I think it should be okay on these guys. We can always change it up later. I don't know what the hell happened there. That sounded like the bomb was about to go off. Alright. Let's go steal our stuff. We should be okay. Our big thing for today is we will be farming up schematics again. And hopefully we'll have enough for a 3rd Xenovator, which will run to get... We're gonna run that Xenovator so we can break Hexalate like within like 1 or 2 hits. Right now I break Hexalate at 2 hits per ore. We want to get that down to 1 hit per swing. And so we just need a total of 3 swings. Before I was... Oh, damn it, that could have been so good. Had to get the handgun. We will be catching these guys if we can, and last guy... Damn, he got sniped. Alright, we'll just break that. Okay, didn't know where that came from. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna check over there to see if we can get a schematic. That's range resist, we don't really need that. But yeah, we're gonna fly over here and see if we can get anything good over here. Looks like the chest did respawn, which is perfect. We're looking for makeshift stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's not what I want though, but like the makeshift shotgun or assault rifle. We already got the the makeshift shotgun or makeshift SMG. The assault rifle we already have, and it's great. I love it. It's fucking terrible. I love that they put that in the game, made it worse than the weapons that were in the game from the start, and made it much harder to get than those weapons that are from the start. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to make something that worse unless it's easy to obtain. You know, and you use that crappy weapon to obtain the good weapons, you know? Right now, it's been the opposite for me. I found the shotgun and the handgun and the other stuff relatively quickly, with the rocket launcher and then the missile launcher being like more of a pain in the ass to find, but you know, that's on purpose. And now the hardest stuff to find is the crappy gear that they added in later on that is not as good as what has been in the game since the start. Now, that being said, do I want them to nerf the old weapons? No. Do I want them to buff the new weapons? Not really, no. I want them to like balance them out in a way where it's like you either find them easy and they're crap but they're easy to find, or they're hard to find and they're really good. As it is right now, it's like they're both. They're crappy and they're hard to find. And do I really care about it that much? Not that much, but it's something to farm in the game, and this game is a farming sim, so that's why I'm going for it. There's a few other pals I might want to mess with too, but like I haven't really done it. I've been working on some of my Frostallions, but I haven't decided if I'm going to keep any or not. I do have a breeding pair that could work out pretty well for me. But I might not even breed up like an army of them like I did with the Jormuntides, because I don't know if I need it, because the Jormuntides almost beat Xenoloord on their own or whatever. And if I have the Frostallion knocked, right, or the Frostallion, I could ride that and get the bonus ice damage, and it should be enough to like put it over to a fight, but I haven't decided if it's good or not. That's something that I'm gonna have to work on. In all fairness, though, I really wish that they would fix the this mechanic. I don't like it because it's just. I think the only reason why they put it in is so you couldn't farm these islands early. But the thing is these islands have been nerfed to shit. That by the time you can swim out to get to these islands, it's not worth finding. Like, who cares about Grisbolt if you can breed up a Grisbolt, right? Who cares about this guy if you can breed into him, you know? It's not that hard to get. Like this stuff should be... Like, if it's gonna be like this, if you can get to this early, it should be a really, really nice buff to early game stuff. Rather than what I just got, which was like an attack pendant 1. Like, I had to go all, like, in order to get here, you have to go through the desert. You can't go through the desert unless you're like level 30 at least with protection on the heat, or cold protection on the night. And that's what you get, is you get like some crappy gear that's not really worth it. And the loot pool that they nerfed so much that it's like, well, there's not even anything special in it. It's terrible. In all fairness, I feel like the if they're gonna do these islands still, the pals need to be rarer to find, or like the loot's better. Heyo, who's there? And also they need to change how these guys spawn in, because there's no reason why these guys spawn in on that, you know? Personally, I think that they should like nerf those guys too, in a way where it's like, what the hell am I looking at? Why is that rock flying over there? It probably has connect to a mountain. It didn't load in yet. But anyway, they should nerf the guys where they don't take over spawns as aggressively. There should be a way to get away from them without just flying straight up and then waiting for the autosave to overwrite the trespassing save. Ridiculous, right? Like, that's not a mechanic. It needs to get taken out. That's just a waste of time. In Saints Row the Third in the GTA, there are ways to stop the aggression on you. Saints Row, you on Saints Row the Fourth, you could kill up until a mini boss spawned in, and then once you killed the mini boss, it would wipe the star system. I forget if it was a wanted system or if it was a star system or it was a notoriety. I forget what it was called. I think it was notoriety. It would wipe it, and then you'd be free. That was the best system I've ever seen so far because it involved you being able to fight your way out of it, and you get a boss fight on it as well. You know, that means that there's a reason to do it. Like, say, like you want to get into a big ass fight, you know. Well, now you're allowed to. In GTA and in Saints Row the Second, I think you could either pay to have it wiped, or you could just hide until it went away. And that's okay too. I really prefer Saints Row the Fourth's way though. I think that's the best one because you could also pay for it to get wiped or just hide and it would go away on its own. But I like the idea of multiple ways to resolve a conflict. And in this game, because it's such a weird mismatch, there shouldn't really be a wanted system in unless it's like actually built into the game properly. Right now it's like the only people use that is like because they want to farm. I don't know, they used to farm bullets and stuff on them, and then they nerfed that too, which, you know, is not the biggest deal, but it's like, well, what are we supposed to actually do then, you know? It's like if you can't, if the system's like terrible and you can't even use it for farming materials that well anymore because you just don't want it to happen, it's like, well, maybe just get rid of the system and then have those guys just attack on sight, you know? Just have them attack on sight and have them be beefier than these guys, the Ring Syndicate. Have them have different weapons. You know, maybe give them like snipers or like pistols or something. Or like maybe have the guys, like maybe the Rain Syndicate uses makeshift. The police use revolvers and handguns. And when you piss them off, they use better stuff like rocket launchers. By the way, the Feybreak Warriors, 100%. I hate their mechanic of like they all have rocket launchers and assault rifles. I feel like that they could probably implement that as the melee class of the game and have them do like melee attacks better. But I don't think the game's probably suited for melee, so it's probably not going to be in the game. That, or because they're fighting aliens, maybe give them some type of like either high-tech or low-tech way to fight them. It feels weird that they look like what are they? They almost look like people from Crash Bandicoot. You know, they're wearing those types of what are they, tiki masks? I don't know what masks they're actually wearing, but like they're wearing these masks, and it's like, well, why are they using assault rifles in that if they look like they're like gonna do like a seance or something, you know? They look like that they should be using magical weapons or some type of like either, I want to say primitive or semi-primitive weapons. Like, they would be a perfect area to have slings and bows and arrows and stuff. You know, and it'd be the upgraded stuff. Like, you could use a sling, a bow and arrow, you know, some type of slingshot, a boomerang. Like, they could have all these different weapons for that specific class of enemy. And it would look like how they are, you know? Like, because, like, you see those guys, and, like, these guys look like they're scumbags, that they would be holding knives, guns, stuff like that. These guys look like how you think they're gonna come after you. The other factions really don't. With the only other faction maybe being the Free Pal Alliance. The FBA or whatever I guess they're called. They look and behave like how you think they would. Instead of like using like guns to kill you, they use stuff that's gonna paralyze you, and then they have like sticks, which looks like, well, they're not trying to kill the pals, they're trying to like capture them and move them around. So it makes sense that they would have electrical crossbows and stuff like that, because they're like tasers and stuff, you know? 100%, I like that idea. You know, but like having those guys have that, and then the rest of the factions are just the same guy, just reskinned with like more or less health, is weird. You know, it's... I don't like it. I want them to change up the factions a bit more, because they do have a lot of human enemies in this game, and it would be incredibly nice if they were more differently behaved. I don't mind the Moonflower guys. They actually do behave differently. They're just a pure melee sword class. Alright. Yeah, I figured he'd start shooting instantly. But if you notice, like every other area is a human, you know? It's why I think they need to have like, you know, more different factions if every other pal's gonna be a human, you know? Damn it. Anytime I got only one crappy revolver schematic out of all that shit, thank you. No, we're gonna need way more revolver schematics if we're gonna get the yellow, or yeah, the yellow one. Now, that being said, there's always a chance that the next one you open is gonna give it to you. Personally, though, I would like better distinctions between the classes of human enemies, because there's surprisingly a lot of them. I hear him over here, I think. There he is. That's cute. Oh, I didn't know they dance like that. I'm not gonna bother capturing him. It is funny to have the big hang use out when you're doing that, but it's not that big of a deal if we don't get him. They say they're gonna add snipers to the game too. And honestly, I am not entirely happy with that. Because while it is a different, you know, it is a different thing that's gonna be like, let's see, what's the best way to put this? Damage fall off in this game is insane anyway. Having a weapon that's main gimmick is being long range and being able to snipe, it's gonna be very, very weird if they give that fall damage, that fall off damage. And say like they don't. Say like they don't give it fall off, like every other weapon. Well, congratulations, you just made the best weapon in the game with absolutely no other reason to use other weapons. That's why I feel like it's not going to be good unless they redesign all the other weapons, because, yeah. Alright. Damn, we're getting screwed on stuff. But generally, that's what it should be. Yeah, grenades, cool. But yeah, if there's just too many different guys, then it's not worth it. Like, excuse me, if all the weapons get outclassed by one weapon, it's not gonna be great. It's gonna be boring. And that's the only reason why I kind of don't want them to put in the sniper. Not because I'm worried too much about balance, as I'm worried about, like, well, everything's gonna just be the sniper. Like, if there's no other options to use something, then there's no point. Damn, we have a little bit of everything there, huh? Damn, damn, damn. Damn. Alright, course ammo is now full. Crate. Great! Assault rifle ammo. I know we have shotgun ammo, rocket ammo. They're over encumbering me with ammo. I could sell it, but alternatively, I could use it. I can see it! I can fight! Alright, let's see. Gumball Gary's not giving me nothing. Fuck me. Can I have something? Please, help me. Help me. I think I'm wearing the metal armor schematic right now, anyway, the cold one. Handgun schematic 2. We're so far away from the revolver, it's not even funny. It's sad is what it actually is. Alright, let's go sell some stuff. Buy, sell, sell. Alright. 2 of these we don't need. That can go. Everything else will stay. Yeah. This is fine by me. I have a weapons chest up here, which we'll just, you know, do this real quick. Don't look. DL, don't look. DL, that's not yours. You can't have it. All right. 1, 2, buckle the shoe. 3, 4, get out the door. Alright. Oh. Why was I gonna put that in there? I'm stupid. Alright, whatever. Let's steal some cakes from these guys. I haven't been putting these guys in the thing in a while, and I should have been. We're just gonna steal everything we can. Make sure is everything okay. Yeah, we have enough. Yeah, they're gonna have some pretty good stats, these guys, but like we don't need those. Okay. This guy's next. I kept these guys in case we do need to breed more of them. I could actually get rid of these two, which I'm gonna do right now. I've kept those guys for so long, but I feel like it's really not worth it now. Just because it's like, well, I've had them for so long, I don't feel like I'm gonna need more of these guys. You know, if I had done it faster, it would have been fine. But I have enough right now. That's not going to be a problem. You know? In fact, I really haven't been, like, if I had kept grabbing those pals while they were breeding, it would have been fine. I would have had it done by now. In all fairness, I probably don't even need this many. But, you know, it would be nice to have that. Alright, we're going to put you two here. I should just put these two guys here. And we're gonna have to decide if I want to start breeding up that guy with Nocturnal and Flame. Probably not though. Alright, let's get over here, and then boom, boom. Okay. Alright, so there's two things I could do now. I could go to the... I'm deciding if I want to go to the oil rig, or if I want to go to my base in Sakura and see if we can find, Yeah, let's do the base in Sakura, because I think they have the things ready. Let's head over here for a second. Steal everything we can and send them back out. I hope we get more expedition ones. It would be nice to get different remixes of stuff, because I kind of don't want to keep doing this one. I don't need all these research tokens, these scripts or whatever they're called. Alright, alright. So by the time I get back, they're probably going to be back now. So that's fine. Do I need these? This, and that. That. Alrighty. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. This is like my crappy chest full of crappy stuff that I'm never gonna use, because it's too rare to get. Like, I really can't see myself using the applied workbooks and stuff without, like, serious ways to get it back faster. And I know about the glitches. I don't want to use those. I'm not scared to. I just don't like to. Let's steal about as many of these as we can. Alright, and we'll do that real quick. As I said before, I'm not really looking for anything here. These guys are just for grinding down. Alright, I think that's about all the ones here for now. Alright. Let's grab at least 5 of these. Alright. They breed slower anyway, and I don't really need to get the Frost Stallion right away. Yeah. Alright, these guys are ready. Make sure I didn't leave anything. Alright. Alright, so Sakura's good. Since we are still waiting, let's grab some hexolite. And I think with this one, I think it's actually better to run dungeons than running out and about for the hexolite quartz. I mean, of course, if I'm there, I'm just gonna grab it anyway, but I'm not. I don't think running around with it is the best. You get way more in dungeons, and then the dungeons you can fast travel to easier usually. Whereas, like, when you're in the overworld, there technically is more, but they're more spread out. Nothing here. I'm gonna not grab the chromite right now because I might run out of room. I'll grab like one geode or whatever. Chromite's not that big of a deal for me right now because we can technically farm that. With the expeditions, and we get 40 regardless, and 40's a good enough thing every 5 minutes. 40 goes way longer than the, do we get 40? I forget how much we actually get. Maybe it's not that much. I think it's only like 8, I don't know how much. Yeah, let's actually do that. I think there's like usually one over here. Well, it only works when you're touching the ground? Really? I guess so. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, I thought there usually was one here. Did they take it out? Well, there's usually one downstairs, so we'll get that first. Yeah. You really don't need that many, geodes for it. Generally, I would say, like, maybe just grab 2 per dungeon. Dude, I really like this gun. But, like, using it when you're riding is not as not so fun. Alright, so this is probably the last chromite I'm gonna grab here, because they're super heavy. Well, I still have room for it. Maybe we'll use it. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. Get him out of here. I actually really do like that gun. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I thought. I'm really hoping that they add in a, what's it called, an 1811, 1812? It's a Winchester. It's one of those rifles that has the under firing mechanism where you pump it between each shot. Is it 1811? 1812? I forget what it's called. Basically, the gun that won the West. I think that's the nickname for it. Yeah, it's super heavy. All right. But you see, like how many of these, and I barely get anything from it. Thing about the hexalite crystals is they give only 40, but you need 12 of them per geode, or per crafting ingot. So it's actually, you know, not a lot per geode. And seeing as how they're hard to crack and whatnot, and there's no way to actually automate them right now without mods, it really does like put a damper on the farming for it. All right. Damn, they couldn't give me shit for that? Really? Look at that. Oh, aw, damn it. I was looking at, I actually thought that was Chris like it farm. Alright. The meteorite showing up is actually kind of bad. I don't really want it. Oh, you killed those guys too? Jeez. Have a heart, will you? Alright, let's go fight these guys. Now we're just gonna grab the meat or whatever. Oh! You were, oh my god, I didn't see the third one. That was weird. Yeah, I do really like this gun. I can't wait to get the legendary one. I was really hoping. With these chests, you can get the semi-automatic. Not the rifle, but the shotgun, I believe. All right. I hate these Feybreak warriors too. They just destroy any type of like fun. We do need to catch these guys. Alright, try and catch them, and then we'll break this when we can. Okay, break. Yep, more rocket launchers. For some reason. So see, here's the thing. Like there's constant Feybreak warriors, right? And they always come with a rocket launcher guy, almost always, right? That's great. That's great. Like, my problem isn't with that, but the thing is like, if they're gonna come with a rocket launcher guy, could they drop rocket launcher ammo? It's just the shit end of the stick, you know. If they get all the cool shit, and they don't drop anything for it. But you have to kill them, otherwise they break your shield, they kill you, but they don't drop anything. No, it's a real crap end of the stick with the Feybreak warriors. One, they're everywhere, so they take away pal spawns. 2, they have guns and they will attack you on sight. 3, they have really good guns, but they don't drop ammo for them. Come on now. You mean to tell me not one of these, you couldn't have these Feybreak warriors drop, like, I don't know, like 2 assault rifle ammo per kill? No, personally, I think that they should drop Hexalite on kill. 100%. They should drop Hexalite. Have it be part of the lore, where they think it gives them protection from aliens. Because guess what? You make it into ore that gives you protection from aliens. How about that? No, you don't want to do that either? Great. Thank you. Love it. And that's why I don't like it. I don't like the Feybreak warriors. I think that they're too numerous, and they don't drop shit. That's good to drop off. These are perfect to drop off. And the rest of the stuff is over here. I did pick up a schematic for a bow. I don't think I can use it though. Yeah. Alright. Drop these off. Alright, come on, open up. Alright, now let's drop these off. Man, I'm tired. Anything good? Nothing. Sweet. That's what we want to see. Alright. My guy really just started eating on me, huh? Cool. Well, we did buy some time. Let's drop this stuff off and then we'll head to one of the crappy oil rigs. How about that? Okay. I just realized something. Let's do the Belle Noire thing too. We'll try and get a Belle Noire with the crappy stats. Yeah, let's go grab Belle Noire and then we'll try and get Remarkable Craftsman on him. Dr. Braun really does not help with this. In fact, quite frankly, I think Dr. Braun is, like, legitimately just the worst. It's the best way I get that he's the worst. Oh, you're awake. What'd you give me? I didn't see what he gave me because everyone's trying to work in place. Thank you. Noble. That's the second time he's put Noble on this, pal. Well, it's better than nothing. That's where Dr. Braun lives. That's his entire house. That's where he lives. Personally, though, it's been very difficult to get like him. I need to have him with Remarkable Craftsman, then I'll just try and breed it onto another Belle Noire that I have. Which, do I have one working here? Oh, do I actually have one? I have this one. This one we could breed it onto. And then we'd have a really good base pal that does decent transportation and decent handiwork, but like really good at medicine. Um, Even better than this guy. Wow, this guy's actually technically better than Belle Noire in a lot of aspects. Damn. Oh well. Alright, let's grab this. Thunder Rain, huh? Okay. I think I'm good on Icicle Line. Let me put Thunder Rain down there. I don't know what's better. Thunder Rain, Tri Lightning. I think Tri Lightning's the one that zaps the place 3 times, but I like the one that just shoots out quickly. Let's take a look. See, Icicle Line has. Alright, Icicle Line's pretty good. We can try. We could stop on that. Lightning Bolt's pretty good. I didn't realize Thunder Rain was really good too. Let's try and get some of the crappier ones. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Anything really low? Multi-cutter. Wait, multi-cutter's good actually. Let's grab one of these. Alright. I don't know if... I might give it to Verdash multi-cutter. I'm gonna see that. Well, I don't have Verdash on me, so we'll never know. Multi-cutter, the kick, and then maybe a water attack. Unreachable by pals. Oh no. I guess we'll never know. The end. Alright. Alright, well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna condense some idiots up. It's really nice that Zoe and Grisbolt are able to just keep this base running. I'm really happy with that. I was kind of afraid I'd have to get a better pal. Alright, where's he at? This guy. This guy we might actually use too. This is the other guy that I might actually use because he has pretty good stats. Vanguard, Stronghold, Strategist, Otherworldly Cells, Demon God. And then you... Yeah. Alright, Unstable. Okay. That's how I feel right now. Mm-hmm. 24? A high rank pal. Did I have one that already had stats in it? Yes, I did. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Let's go find that other pal. Alright. Oh, you're already okay. All right. I'm gonna look at these guys. I could use any of these guys. Right now, I'm just gonna upgrade these guys. And the 2 breeding pair I'm probably going to use for these 2 guys. Musclehead Legend, Ice Emperor Serenity. But that's what I want on them. Siren of the Void would be nice. I don't think there's a way for me to get that with Siren of the Void. 2. Swift Musclehead, okay. Artisan one, huh? Oh, I didn't know about that. Yeah. Let's see, that pal right there, that's the one I'm thinking of to ride into victory. Swift, Musclehead, Ice Emperor, and Legend. Are you better? You might be. 83, 92, 95. 83, 92, 95. Yeah, you are weaker. Alright, we found our upgrade, I guess. Let me just... Okay. Let's take a look-see. Swift, Ice Emperor, Legend, Musclehead. Swift, Ice Emperor, Legend, Musclehead. Yeah, okay, the same. Oh, okay. Straight upgrade. What about you? Vanguard's good. We'll keep Vanguard on you. You are not as good, so we could put you over here. These two, we're gonna actually move over here. You can go down here because you have Philanthropist. And now we have a little bit of an interaction here, like Serenity versus Ice Emperor. What do you think's better? Ice Emperor only gives you a plus 20, but I think it's multiplicative. Versus this one, right? Which is additive, but it also gives you 30% more attack speed. Like, I feel like the 30% is bigger than the 20%. Actually, it's more like 40 when you count both things together. You know, 10% more and then like about a third quicker. You know, honestly, I think this is probably the better one. I like Ice Emperor better though, because it's more unique. Like, I'm kind of tired of them adding in elemental damage that's more better than earlier ones. Like, for instance, Eternal Flame. I really like that. It's a damn shame that I bred up this guy first, because I definitely put Eternal Flame here. And then Serenity I might just add there. It just sucks. It sucks because it's like, I made it already. Better stats are coming. And there's nothing I can do about it right now. Other than kill the pal and start from scratch, pretty much. And by scratch, I mean take this pal, breed on a better pal, and then use that. I don't want to use that just yet. I kind of want to take the pals that I've gotten and make them good. And I might, and if there is a chance that I can do that, I might actually go back to flips. And get flips up all the way. What I'm hoping for is that they're going to have a operation table that's going to allow you to transplant stats between two pals or passives. And then maybe it's like expensive, or it has like a new currency or something that you can use to do it. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hey, there's no reason for me to be stealthy. Yes, this is stealth. Shut up. Another thing that might be cool to add in is weapon proficiencies. Like, if you use a weapon, you get better at reloading, or you're just better with it and you do more damage. That way, say like you do like your weapon a lot, you can add on extra damage to it, and you know, maybe it'll make other weapons that are not as bad. It'll make good weapons better, but it'll make bad weapons more usable. Does that make sense? Not really? No, I didn't think so. Because there's always going to be, like, bad weapons in a game. That's unavoidable. It just sucks that, like with how it is. These weapons aren't bad. It's just they get outclassed severely late game. Because what's funny is Palworld actually does do weapons, aside from their damage or whatever, pretty good. The reloads are interesting. Some of them are actually pretty cool to look at. even the fake weapons. Like, I really don't hate the weapons in Palworld. They actually feel pretty decent, usually. Even the single shot and the musket. Like, the musket, the musket's objectively a bad weapon now.
Hey, Shay.
What? What'd you do?
The Caden 2-step with the sauce is actually very good.
With the money dip or the...
Yeah, like the Caden 2-step.
Uh-huh.
Make some more dumpling.
Okay. So how much did he pay you to come into my stream and say that, man? Like, how much did you get? Like, I hope it's at least $5. That way you can buy another bottle.
Oh, yeah. No, but you were asking. I just wanted to tell you.
Yeah. So this is
That's
okay,
good, dude.
I feel like Cajun
yeah,
two-step might be good in the ramen noodles, too. Like, you talked about the roast beef one.
Yeah. I might try it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he says it's good in everything.
He don't lie though. He ain't good in like open mouth wounds.
Wow.
No, man. It makes it numb. It means it what?
I took your advice. I was pan frying some of these dumplings.
You put on it.
And,
Come out good.
Took it. With the sauce too. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, with the sauce.
Like the soy sauce that it comes with or whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah. You got that spicy sweet soy sauce now?
That's good though.
Yeah. Is there a lot of salt in that or no?
There's salt in it, but not a lot.
Not a lot, okay. So it's not too crazy, right?
No. Okay.
I know certain spice mixes are like, yeah, here's the salt. Where's the spice at? That is the spice.
I'll get 170 milligrams of sodium.
Unfortunately, I'm not a dietitian. I don't know how good that is.
No, it's 7%. So it only has 7% salt.
7% of your daily intake. Like, how much is the serving then? What?
1/4 teaspoon. 0.9 grams.
Alright, that's pretty high.
There's no calories.
Oh yeah, I didn't think there'd be. That's pretty high though. 4 teaspoon for 7% of your salt intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, I get more than that breathing in the ocean.
No cholesterol. This might be the healthiest. Hello?
Yeah, you broke up. What'd you say?
This might be the healthiest season I've ever had.
Yeah, maybe.
Reading the nutrition facts.
I think Mish's Dash is pretty good too. They take out the they take out the sodium aspect of it. It's good for people with like high blood pressure.
Right.
People crap on Mish's Dash. I don't know why. I've had it before. Have you?
Yeah, I did it with salt free, and I made some like tilapia and stuff like that, and it didn't come out so great because I didn't taste the seasoning.
You didn't put on enough, or you didn't taste it beforehand?
No, it was salt free.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Well, that's how they do it. Like that's the one that's good for like people with like high blood pressure.
Right.
I don't think it tastes that. I like in all fairness, like as a food additive, you really don't need to add that much salt, especially with like how companies already pre-do it. You know, like, all right. So you ever get to like a fast food place, right? And like you ever see someone like order like the fries and say, "I want extra salt on the side." I can't do that. That's too much. I feel like restaurant fries are already more salt than what I would put on at home.
Right.
So it's very odd that like you know like you enjoy what you like, I guess, right? Whatever. But it's like it's very odd that like people get mad if they don't have more.
Right.
Like it's a lot of salt.
What?
Like that shit don't play. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good. I'm just figuring, like, you know, I think you said you first tried it on a cracker. The Cajun two-step.
Oh yeah. Like it's only because that's the slogan. Put it on a cracker, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I did, and I was like,
he forcing you. Huh?
no, that's like that's what it says at the end of the bottle, and
Yeah.
it's like, put it on a cracker, dude. I did that, and
Yeah.
I was like, got a kick, but also a sweet kick too. But that's because of the bell pepper.
Right, you calm down, man.
No, it's a good season.
Yeah, I
If
haven't
you
tried
find
it yet.
it.
I assume it's
No,
it's decent.
I was about to say, if you find it, try it.
No, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I ain't flying. I ain't flying to find it. Yeah.
Go to Walmart. No, it's good though.
Is it
Like-
only at Walmart? That'd be kind of
no,
weird.
not only not only at Walmart. I found it at Walmart.
No.
I'm
I could
just
see
now
see it being a Walmart exclusive though.
No, I'm just finding out that who he was.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw Cajun Two Step a long time ago when I was overnight. And
Yeah.
it's like 2014 or 2015. I said, Cajun Two Step, alright.
Yeah.
And then when he did a reel where he was cooking food,
Yeah.
and he goes, this is my own seasoning, my own seasoning on. This is Cajun Two Step. Go get it. You can get it at your local store. All that. And I said, I've seen that before.
Mhm.
Damn, I didn't realize he was that popular.
Yep. Apparently he just does stuff at fairs.
I know, and that's what he said.
Yep.
He's always like any of the reels that you see.
Mhm.
He's at a fair. They invite him, they pay him, and he cooks for them. Like, he gives you an idea of how you can meet him. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
We're about to be at this Rabbit Festival. Yeah, we're about to be there. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna cook up the shrimps. We're gonna sit here. The shrimps gonna jump out the shell. Gonna give you sit here, this and that. All you gotta do is email me and this and that, and I can show you where I'm gonna be at. I'll be at the next event. It's free. You don't gotta pay nothing, and we can just chop it up. Like, dude, he'll sit there and say like I'm like, damn.
Yep.
Like, we're about that Cajun two-step.
Oh. Oh, fries. I bet you it goes hard on French fries.
Yeah.
You know, right out the grease, and then yeah, you start instead of salt. That's that. And that's money. Dip it in the dead money sauce.
That motor dip.
Yeah, I said that money dip. I'm hearing Monterey dip. Yeah.
That motor dip. Anyway,
Yeah, what happened to
alcohol
Deal?
hop. Oh, like,
What happened to
were,
Deal? Well, like Deal got stolen from us. You know that, right?
what? What do you mean?
And Zenless Zone Zero's like just.
Well, no, he was watching me play call. I'm lost, by the way.
Well, that's on you.
No, I know, and I'm probably gonna win the championship to begin with because I'm on a repeat.
Uh-huh.
I'm on a repeat session, but if I don't, it ain't no big deal. I'll win it next year. But like, I was like, damn it! Oh,
Question, right? How many years in the future are you in college?
I'm in 2036.
2036. So do you have like the like cyber players yet? Like the human
well,
cyborgs?
technically I do.
You do have the
No,
cyborgs?
not cyborgs.
Okay.
Not cyborgs, but it's like automatically generated.
Technically I do.
raw.
What the fuck you mean technically you do? Like how many Is this
Well,
a
here's
human
the deal.
competition or a robotics competition now?
Well, here's the deal. The thing about it is, it's a 30-year dynasty.
Okay, so 30 years into the future. So, like, World War III happens, like, halfway through it? Yeah, that affect college football, I think.
Rob, don't do me this.
What? What? You don't want it to be a simulator?
Shut up.
Well, you know for a fact it could happen.
But I really do hope LSU has a better year this year in real life. Because I didn't make the playoff. I think I made the playoff in 25. These dumplings are so good, bro.
Yeah. They sound like they're good.
With the sauce and the Cajun two-step. Got the clean bucket right there.
And that money dip.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting sports game, though. It's like instead of it just being like the sport, they would change it over the years because you know how sports they change the rules and stuff. And I guarantee, like in the next few years, they're probably going to be having people with like robotic limbs now because they're getting super advanced. You know, they're connecting to people's like spines now.
I'll tell you this. Last year, Jane Daniels, last year.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it was 2 years ago. We played Missouri, and we're on defense, trying to stop it.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, I don't know if you can hear this, but you heard that?
No.
Heard that?
Nope.
That?
I'm gonna say yes. Like I'm getting shot at. It's kind of hard to hear.
Well, somebody clapped their hands 4 times on defense,
Uh-huh.
and they threw a flag, and I was like, what? I was like,
what in real life?
Yeah, no. Yeah, they threw a flag, and they go, delay of game, defense, disconcerting signals. I said, what? What is that? What? I was like, since when?
Hey, I was
like,
making
what
jokes
was
about
that?
that. I was making jokes about that a week ago, wasn't I?
Yeah, like, no, like, even so, like, you probably made a joke about it back in that day.
Yeah.
But it was like, the defense, like, if they clap their hands more than 4 times, they sit here and throw a flag and they call delay of game so the offense gets to move 5 yards forward instead of 5 yards back. Dude, I was like, when was that a penalty? What happened? Like, and they didn't even
Coach
explain
scratched
the
his
rule.
nose. 10 yards.
Yeah, like they didn't even explain the rule either. That's the thing. Like they didn't explain that was a new rule. It's just like something they were just like and threw a flag. I was like, I'm looking at Doug with a confused look. My hands are in a confused phrase or whatever, or like a confused motion, and they're like, delay of game, defense, disconcerting signals. What does that mean? I was like, delay of game? For what?
I don't know. Maybe they
Apparently-
just wanted the Simpsons to come back on.
Apparently, the defense can't clap their hands while the ball is not snapped. That's so stupid.
I would like several reasons why they're not allowed to. Quarterback sneezed. Delay a game. But he got tackled 10 feet back. Don't matter. Another 10 feet.
Oh, by the way,
That's not bad. It's only 3 yards.
so a false start is when somebody in front of the quarterback, like the offensive line, if they move, this dude did a freaking jig. Like he literally was like, he set himself down and then like did like a run, and I was like, where's the false start on that? No flag, what?
Yeah, my favorite, Like literally, like the quarterback, you know, gets his head stepped on and then kicked in the head, and then it's like, delay a game, tripped the other guy.
Uh,
Delay a game.
you really saw that when I was playing the playoff game?
You didn't see that?
I didn't.
One guy got up, and then as he got up, he just stepped on the quarterback's face.
Yeah.
And it was your quarterback that was getting stepped on, you know.
Wow.
Now, assuming it wasn't a stomp or anything, but he also, you know, you also don't like put your face, you know, foot on the guy's face and expect it to be okay. You know. Just the act of getting up can hurt someone's neck like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but his face is protected or whatever. It's like, you know what? Here, go put on a helmet and get your face stepped on. Shut up. You know?
Right. No.
Boxing doesn't hurt. Boxing doesn't hurt. It's like, and then you actually look at what a boxing glove is. It's like, yeah, it's not designed to make the punches softer. It's designed so you don't break the bones in your hand, so you can hit someone harder. You know?
Yep.
People actually, I think, have gotten worse concussions with boxing gloves on than actual, like, bare knuckle stuff. Because you're allowed to punch so much harder, because you're not hurting yourself.
Nope.
You know? Who said who? Yeah! Take that, I shot Robin Hood in the face.
Ooh. Ooh.
Do what diddy diddy dum diddy kong. Yep. Not gonna lie, I don't know what's up with Nintendo. They're acting very weird. Like, they don't want people to play their games, pretty much, it feels like.
What's that to Ivan?
Well, they're taking down emulators of games that they're not selling anymore, which is weird. I understand, like, if you're taking down emulators for, like, new games or games you're planning on selling, but a lot of times they're taking down emulators from games that I don't know if they even have the license for anymore, because, you know, the company's shut down. And I understand. I 100% understand why they're taking down emulators, because it, you know, potentially could damage their brand or whatnot. But it's like, okay, can you offer good stuff though? You know, I don't like the services that they're offering, and it really goes to show where it's like I don't know if their online's gonna be good. Did you know that the thing that they're defending Nintendo, the big defense on Nintendo, is that the eShop, the online shop or whatever, no longer has lag when you're searching through the store? That's what they're defending? And by the way, the Joy-Cons, people are starting to look into it, might actually still have drift on them. Because they're not using the anti-drift Joy-Cons that are copyrighted by another company. Or not Joy-Cons, but joysticks. That's the reason why they never fixed it on the Switch, right? They had the ability to, but I didn't think they had the patent to.
Okay.
Yeah, back when actually, like in all fairness, that's probably why a patent is in place, you know? Not over gameplay mechanics, but like actual hardware and technology. You know, that would be useful, but like, you know. Can you show me where that guy is? Okay. Never mind. My pal will just bomb him from outer space. Right behind here. I forget how good this pal actually became. This guy is just freaking spamming the fuck out of the people. give him a little bit more, and it's over, son. I'm actually happy that Palworld does not have smart AI. Because if the AI ever figures out that splash damage is a thing, I'm fucked. I'm gonna be eating so much more extra damage because they're just gonna shoot the ground and get you. Dude, I really like this weapon. I can kill you first. And damn. 5 shots. Gotta watch out for that grand thumb. I'm gonna do the triple jump. But yeah, let's see. Heal. 1,000 coins. Ain't bad, I'll take it. Ooh, I'm using the crap ton of the rifle ammo. My favorite. Alright, yeah. Let's do it. Ooh, there's a guy up there too, huh? There's a guy behind me. Should have one more guy down here. Let's do it. Alright, 2 more areas for this chest. Let's see where it's at. One, you were already dead, so you spawning in to get that free shot in is a cheated. You got that free BS. Get him out of here. Ooh. Come on, show yourself. There's one guy on this side. Kill this guy first. One guy over here. Damn. They were eating face. And that guy spawned in because that's a trigger for him to spawn in. They have certain triggers to spawn in. That's why that guy respawned, because I was on the stairwell. I'll hide over here. Crouch, hand. Oh wow, he actually jumped that. I didn't think they could do that. Right on his end. Alright. Like, these guys have a lot of health. But not nearly as much as the crappy. He wasn't expecting the second shot, was he? Yeah, I didn't think so. He always runs into that one. Alright. Maybe we'll get that lightweight plus steel armor. How about that? Level 4, bitch. Ah, you're a bitch. I figured you wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, I realized that they gave you I think they should bump up the ammo until like 500. To get you on the big chest. I feel like that'd be fair. 100 on the normal one. Right. Greg, you headed out? Did I just see a guy fly off in the midair? What the fuck did I just see? I thought I saw a guy like his eyes flying to the stars. I guess not. Whatever. Alright. So I'm debating on if I want to try for a semi-automatic rifle or the revolver. I'm feeling like the semi-auto is probably going to be better. Because the purple revolver is pretty good. The semi-auto is actually really good. Alright. I think semi-auto's gonna beat it. So we're gonna go to the snow biome and take a quick run around. See if we can steal some stuff. Alright, and you... Are you? Three's not bad. They gave us multiple ways to get stuff, so it's not nearly as bad now. Okay, anything new? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's head over here. Don't buff anything over here that we don't need. I was butchering some pals, that's why I had that. Put that back. Extra room. Alright, now what do we get for ammo? Looks like we had some more Gatling gun ammo. Probably not going to need it. The rest of the stuff is normal, okay. I drop that off. Alright. Two things. We're going to make more ammo. We're going to see if we can upgrade our schematics. I feel like I might get another legendary flamethrower. Yeah, plus steel. Yeah. Alright, do we have them? Last one? Not yet. Okay. We don't need the plus steel armor. We already have better armors. I could drop these two off, I guess. One there. So now we have the flamethrower and the flamethrower. Drop you off here. Right now at the bottom, so we already have one of you. Alrighty. Refresh. That's good. Damn, they really eating. what I'm about to eat. I'm doing Holy Burst because Holy Burst is a very strong tier. I should do like Wind Cutter as well because that's another very strong one. I hope they don't nerf it. If they do, I'm gonna have to severely ask like why. Yeah, like Airblade. The reason being is we have so many of them because that's a really good technique for like larger tier pals. If they nerf it and it only does a little bit of damage, because they did nerf Seed Mine. They did nerf Seed Mine, and and that really hurt. That really hurt because it was a good technique. It was a good technique, and they nerfed it, but it wasn't necessarily broken except for against bosses. Normal pals, it wasn't really that good. Bosses, it was really good, and that's the only reason why they nerfed it. And I don't particularly agree with that. I don't hate it either. Let's see. 500. Alright. We'll make about that much, and then we'll put that away. And look into other stuff we have to drop off. They're gonna be blasting it, okay, seeing as how she's not doing it like I'm asking her to, I'm gonna have to take off my transport skill on her. I figured it might have been a problem. Let's take off the transport skill. We're still gonna have medicine in the other one. Yeah, she's gonna have downtime though. Damn it. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Alright, she should be over here now working on it. Yeah. I need her on it because she's way faster than even the Anubis, and the Anubis is gonna stop to do transportation. I'm okay with the Anubis stopping because Anubis is gonna stop, do transportation, then it's gonna mine. It's gonna do multiple things at once. It's kind of why I stopped the Verdash from mining, from using the lumber, because we were really getting too much lumber too quickly. Let me take a look. How much lumber we got? Yeah. So we were having like upwards of like 200,000. I took it off because we really don't need that much. And now it's at a much better state now. Like, you really don't need that much lumber. Like, you need a lot, but like, if it's too quick, it's too much. Alrighty. Now that Dr. Braun's up and about, let's actually try and get like a decent thing on him. I'm wondering if the longer you go without talking to him, the better it is. That could be a thing. Alright. Dr. Braun. I trust you. Okay, well, there goes Noble. Level 0 Belle Noire, guys. Come on now. Come on now, don't you like that? Don't you like that? Don't you like the pacifist, downtrodden, coward, slacker, Belle Noire? Yeah, we're done making a entire diss track on that bitch. Get him out of here. Nah, it's how it works, man. That was fast. Thank you. Right, yeah. Now, see, that's the thing. I kind of wish there's a tier list for, like, working on stuff. And whenever I would do that, I would probably put transportation on the lower end of just about everything except for, like, one or two pals. You ain't making it. Get out of here. Another thing I think is pretty ridiculous is the fact that the dangerous flamer guys don't drop flamer ammo. I feel like that's a bit of a cheat as well. You know, they drop flame organs, but they don't drop flamer ammo. In all fairness, I feel like flamer ammo should be made with flame organs and not crude oil. That'd be a way to balance it out without being shitty. To me, it always feels like, well, the enemies get stuff for free, and then they take ammo to kill, but then they also don't drop anything as well. So they're kind of like stealing durability and stealing ammo at that point. And like, there's no like I suppose if you're gaining levels, there's a reason to fight. But like when they come to your base with that, and they can't even like deliver anything good, it is kind of like a middle finger to you. It's like, well, thank you for making me drop what I have to do, and then on top of that, you don't get anything for it. Me just getting yaboed by mechanics. All right, sweet. So you do actually get about 50. That's not terrible. Yeah, that's not terrible at all. Alright, let's drop off our food. Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna head to the base of the snow base. And we're gonna see if we can find supply drop. I'm gonna take about half of this, put that in there. We're stockpiling is what we're doing. Don't need this. I want to see how far we are on these two. How good are we on these? 480? Huh. Thought we would have more by then. We only have like 600. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that. Alright, I'm okay with that. Alrighty. And last thing I'm gonna drop off is right here. Keep that. Assault rifle can go as well. I'm holding on to multi-cutter because I'm gonna start growing that next. Please. Never do that. Never do that. That's one way to start a fight. And one way to never see the light. I'm hoping that we can find something good. I would really like a schematic for the semi-automatic shotgun. Yeah. I don't want the rifle. Why would I want the semi-automatic rifle? Come on now, it's stupid. Who would ever want that? And you'd be an idiot to give that to someone. Be the worst thing ever. Be the worst thing ever. Like, no one would ever want the semi-automatic. I didn't think I'd get it either. Yep. Palmetto armor. I think that's what it was. I didn't read it. I had to grab it too quickly. I'm gonna head over here. I think I already took the chests off this. This doesn't respond that often. Yeah, okay. Big look. Palmetto. Yeah. Palmetto armor is good. I used it for a long time. I liked it a lot. We don't need it now. In all fairness, like all the other armor types, I do think Hexalite's pretty decent too, in terms of like how it's designed. It has the bigger pauldrons again. And it looks like armor. I kind of wish the helmets were a bit better. I feel like in the beginning, So I feel like the helmet should have a mask now, like a electronic looking mask that just zips down when you're fighting. You know, like a sand scouter or that type of see-through material, right? And it goes down kind of when you're fighting, or you could have it like as a cosmetic put down or whatever. And I feel like it should start appearing like when you're halfway through these schematic trees. So like when you first make it with the crappy armor and stuff, it's not gonna have it because, well, technically you didn't have it yet. But now it's like Hexalate, it should have it. Yeah, I feel like once you get to Palmetal, it should start having like the quote-unquote shield or the mask on your face. Because it's like, it has the technology, the helmet's glowing a little bit. So it makes sense that it has a power source or something. And it'll explain, you know, like this technology, these ancient people did fight aliens, that's confirmed. Don't know if they won or lost, but seeing as how we don't see them often, or at all, I'm pretty sure that they either lost or went to hiding. Or they, you know, I don't know, put themselves cryogenically frozen. That could make sense too. It would make sense lore-wise that they froze themselves to fight later on. You know, anything, really. Alright, now they're just doing a display of the clicking of the guns. Alright, we got out of here. Alright, I think we go this way now, right? Yeah. Ooh, Alpha Drain, huh? Does Alpha Drain drop anything? I think it drops a ring. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna try to catch it. Shit. Alright, he took way more damage than I thought he would. We'll butcher him if he doesn't have anything. Nimble and a diet lover. Aw, that's not bad. But didn't have anything good. Okay. I feel like Elphadran should probably drop a schematic. Lore-wise, it's pretty good. If Wyvern can, why not Elphadran? Crappy. Crappy. My favorite. Crap. Alright. We did dungeon, did our supply drop. Let's look around, see if there's any more dungeons we can grab real quick. There's one underneath us. We'll do that. I'm not a big fan of the applied work manuals. I feel like they should be more common. Not as like a super rare drop, but a rarer drop. Just so it doesn't, like, it feels special, but it's not like, oh my god, this is so good, I'll never use it special. Because right now it's so rare, I'm never gonna use it. And yeah, I do know about the glitches for it or whatever, right? I don't like applying those, though. I didn't really like it doing it with the Paladises for the armor schematics. And I think I did it with Frostallion as well. It's not good. If something's so rare that you can never get it, it's crap. Right now I'm looking for like dungeons I might not have seen. Alright, I think we're good. Let's head to... Let's actually head to the dungeons I have marked already. Yeah, I've been here a few times. This area has a lot of chests in it, so it might be worth actually going through. I haven't been through here in a while. But I don't know how many red chests are here. Like, I'll sometimes go through here, but I don't really like explore fully. I feel like this is an area where if you knew where everything was, it'd be really good. I mean, it does have a bounty token and a rampaging pal, you know? That's pretty good. Pal, okay. You gonna grab that? Alright, but yeah, I don't think there's that many chests we want to grab. As before, there's a lot of chests. I don't know how many of them are the locked red ones. Which are the ones specifically we want. Because it is nice to get the large pal souls and stuff. Those are always useful, but you know, right now it's not needed. Alright, I'm gonna actually do this. He totally did that to himself. He landed in the worst possible spot because I totally missed, and he landed in it. Not seeing anything. I know it looks like I'm running away, but I'm not running away. I'm just conserving ammo with people that's not worth fighting. Yeah, we'll go with that. My ammo's too expensive to waste on Garbo like them. Didn't you say your ammo was cheap? Yes, I could buy it very cheaply. Alright, golden keys. In all fairness, I'm not a big... Like, I don't know how I feel about the keys. On one hand, they're cool. I don't mind them. On the other hand, it's taking up 3 slots in your inventory for a chance at a schematic. I don't know if I like it, to be honest. The only reason why I'm carrying them is because I'm schematic hunting. And that, and I think you might get a better chance at a schematic. This is just random thinking. Absolutely no confirmation. It's confirmation bias. I think you get more lucky when you use keys to open stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. That, or like maybe if you lockpick and you don't lockpick it first try, it breaks. And you see, pump action shotgun schematic. Perfect, see? That's what I always wanted. I don't really want that. I really don't. It's hurting me. That one go, the semi-auto is good. We're very, very far away from actually having one though. What I'm doing with the chests and stuff is a way to get it, and you can get them at the end of dungeons too. But there's no way for me to actually just farm for that weapon. I have to get lucky on like a multiple drops. I can't just go fight this boss like 800 times and then hope to get it. And that's why I don't like it. Same thing with the revolver. I feel like weapons, you probably could be okay with that. And... okay, I was wondering if there was an actual way out of here. Personally, I feel like it's a bit too restrictive. Like, certain weapons are perfectly fine trying to get. The boss respawns relatively quickly. You know, it's not that far off the beaten path. The drop rates are not abysmal. And then there's these certain schematics where it's like, you have to get lucky, and they dilute the loot pool so much that you're never able to find it, even if you do get a lucky draw on it. For instance, like, I think the oil rig, the advanced oil rig, the biggest one, I think it has just about every schematic in the game except for like the low tier mid ones from like the forest temples and stuff. But it has the new ones. It has the revolver, it has the semi-autos, it has, you know, but then it also has the good ones like the plasma cannon, which, you know, if you're doing the oil rig, that's the one you probably want. You know, right now I'm not doing the oil rig, and I want the revolver schematic, and I want the semi-auto schematic, but I'm not likely to get that because I'm not doing the oil rig. But say like I am doing the oil rig, and I want the plasma cannon, I'm not gonna be happy if I get the other one, the revolver. It's not what I'm looking for. So like having a way to get rid of the RNG, like to brute force it, would be a good thing to have. I didn't used to mind running dungeons until I had to do billions of them, and I'm still not getting these quote-unquote rare drops. Because it's literally just me running through the dungeon, kind of ignoring most of the stuff. And I said this before, I don't like ignoring most of the stuff. When I'm doing the dungeon, I kind of want to try and get the most out of it. And instead, I'm just kind of like stuck to like just running through the rooms very quickly. And then throwing the crap away, because they have a lot of crap that just drops into your inventory. And then being like, yeah, okay. Alpha Dran, who are you? Tortoise. I'll try and catch him too. I'll cut him up too. I didn't think he dropped. Ooh, he's a coward. He's about to be a big coward in a second when we put him in the grinder. Alright, rocks are not worth it. Ice organs we can get relatively easy. Let's actually do that. Do I need ice organs? I could buy those. I don't know if I can buy pal fluids. I think I can. I know I can. You ready? Here's the big one. Here's the big one right here. Semi-auto. Nothing. Semi-auto. I know. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. That's fine. Whatever. The problem, like, isn't necessarily the farming aspect of it. It's the fact that in order to do it efficiently, you have to, like just run past everything. So it's not like, ooh, I'm gonna run this dungeon, have fun, and then farm it. And I'm not gonna lie, the only place that I actually kind of have fun fighting is the level 55 oil rig. I feel like it's pretty balanced. The level 61 just sucks shit. They steal so much ammo and so much armor from you that it's not worth going there if you're gonna get crap drops. Because they can't even drop their ammo for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. So they don't drop their ammo, they don't drop this, they don't drop... You have to repair your stuff after every fight anyway. Hexolite you can't even farm, you know, without, like, actually going out and doing it everything yourself. You can't automate it. So really, they kind of took away everything from that you would want to use to make it fun. So the loot stinks. The enemies have too much HP, use up too much ammo. Ammo you can't automate getting because you have to, you know, or can play like an idiot, you know? And what's crazy is you might not even get what you want anyway, you know? Alright, 1, 2, and 3. Do I only have 8? 8 of those? Shit, I'm really... Once again, it turns out silver just doesn't drop enough. You get all the other ones like crazy, but silver just doesn't drop. Purifier pretty cool. Alright, that one's ready. I keep looking at it like it's gonna change. Ammo's good. That can get sold. Alrighty. I was looking at all the stuff I'm having to mess with. It's a lot. Looks like daytime's done. That's just gonna be walking around the base until I tell it what to do. Anything here grow? You're growing, you're growing, okay. Let's see what I'm selling. Don't need that, we have defensive ones. Alright. But yeah, it's not the best. Alright, drop that off. I think I have handgun ammo I don't want on me. Yeah. Alrighty. The rest of the stuff's gonna be put over here. Alright. Keep that. Those three go away. I'm gonna take a look, see if we have anything to grind up. And then those three. Looks like we're pretty good on that. We can get rid of these two. We don't need these guys. And I'll steal these guys too. Alright. Yep. I'm gonna go steal some more eggs from the other guys. I'm probably not gonna look at these. We don't need to know. If I need Remarkable Craftsman, I have a dog for that. Oh yeah, I forget. I think if I do Splatterina and Nightwing, I can get a really good Anubis. And I might move Dusty over to a different area. So I might do that in a bit. Oh, you're full. I'm glad I'm paying attention. Okay. And these two are the ones I'm keeping. Alright. Alright, more guys condensed. I'm gonna take a look at Dusty, see how good he's at. Dusty is a lucky artisan and work slave, so actually a really good one. But we want to have a Belle Noire. No. Or, excuse me, let's actually do that. I think we need a Nightwing, right? I don't know if I have a Nightwing on my character roster. I have one. It's an artisan. That's actually not bad. We can do that. Okay. Let's see, what does Dusty have? So Dusty's work speed's actually very good. But it don't have the thing though, huh? I'm gonna look to see if any of my things have an artisan or not artisan. I might start breeding up these guys too. Let's see. Damn, I am weird with this. Probably don't need the lucky guy. Nocturnal's pretty good, actually. Swift. Yeah, I think these guys were just... I have a lot of bunk ones that I was kind of like using to try and get to the work slave serious one. I really don't have a normal one, huh? I have one over here maybe I caught. I could try and get a philanthropist one. Yeah, I could do that, definitely. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna do it just yet. I could start, though. Huh. Let's actually start doing it. We don't need the, guy right now. Yeah, we're gonna put Splattering over here. The Anubis with the extra mining speed would be really good. Nocturnal would be good. I don't know if I get it, I get it. I'm not gonna go for it though. Irina goes here. Dinkle Nightwing, wherever he's at, goes here. Okay. So they can breed now. Bro, I was about to say, why was he up? Okay, whatever. Can I grab you? Yeah. Okay, cool. So if that's a problem, I know people have been talking about it on the forums. It's just one guy. I'd say probably about there, right? That's kind of like not giving a fuck, isn't it? Alright, so they ever caused that problem. You see how he spawned in and just yoink him. Alright. And you're good now. You just yoink him and then doink him. Signed to the breeding farm. And then now they're loving each other. He's very shy though. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep the one Xenovator. I have to remember that. I guarantee I'm gonna forget. Whatever, doesn't matter. Ooh, their guy had a purple stat. I'll take a look at that, because I don't think any of them have a purple stat. Alright, sweet. Alright. Dude, I freaking love Baby Blue. Alright, it should be Xenovator. Okay, good. I'm gonna take the Xenovator right here that we don't need. Put him here. Alright, I did see one with the purple stat, so where is that? You? No, you? Yeah. Ooh, what is that? Sandy drops slower. Huh. I think I have one on Belle Noire, don't I? Eternal Engine. Mastery Fastering. I don't know if I have that on. The reason why I want Belle Noire to have it over that other guy's Belle Noire is a higher tier PAL and it's easier to breed it down. I might do Heart of the Immovable King on my other guy. I don't really have anyone that's super pissed though with that, so I'm debating on if I want to keep that. He has a full set of shit. I'll put you right here. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what he can breed with. I grab these guys. Alright. Grab you on the way out. Alright. In all fairness, I really can't think of like Heart of the Immovable King being good. Because of just all the other stuff that you can put on your base that just helps with sanity. Like, you know, actually cooking stuff. I can see it definitely good on DL's base. Alrighty, there we go. That guy's just hanging out with Dr. Braun. Alright. Alright, we're doing Xenovator. Alright, keep you. Mastery of Fastering, we have that. Master of Fasting. Only that much? Okay. They'll be leveled up probably by the end of the part. Artful Craftsman. I'm debating on if we can get a noble one of these guys. I could put a noble one on these guys, and we can use these guys for stuff. I haven't decided yet. Work slave, remarkable craftsman, and vampirific. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad to have on its own. That's why I think I kept it.
Yabba.
What do you want, DL?
Nothing.
What do you want? What'd you do to... DL, what happened to Gotcha?
Do the gray.
Yeah, what happened to Gotcha?
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Gotcha games. What happened?
Nothing.
You sure?
Oh, what you talking about? How I'm getting lucky and everybody else is just hating on me for getting lucky.
Yeah, I know. That and like you're like we trying to speedrun the Gotcha mechanic. You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing no such thing.
You ain't cheating, are you?
What y'all talking about? I ain't doing shit.
You ain't cheating again?
I only put $5 into the game too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't put any extra money into the game. At least not yet.
That's why Gotcha is Grilbo. Alright, let's see. Huh. That was fast. That was stronghold strategist, not really. Clumsy boy. Okay, I got confused. Huh. It's kind of what I want to keep. I'm looking at all my stuff. Probably don't need this guy. Come on, DL. Body Harvest still. When are you gonna play that?
Body harvester?
Yeah, it's good. I swear. I ain't lying to you. I would never.
Don't know what that is.
You don't know. It's an old Nintendo 64 game. I watched a playthrough of it, DL. It's pretty cool. It's an old game, DL. It's super old. Yeah. Alrighty. What garbage am I looking for now? I'm looking through all my garbage is what I'm looking at. I can't find... Yeah, we got that super strong Splatterina. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the work speed. The work speed, though. It's like slightly less than 500. The other pals have a work speed that the normal work speed's 100. And that's with like buffs and stuff. I don't want armors. The armors, there's so many different armor types, but they really don't do anything. Like they don't have like all the armors that none of them are like poison resistance or anything. It's just all just more heat, less cold.
Hmm.
More cold, less heat. You know.
Mm.
All right. So how many? You not feeling Monster Hunter that much tonight?
No, I was too busy playing video games, and then Gray wanted to show me something on college football.
Yeah. I let Richard know that we're not doing it. At first I thought we were, and then it's like
I didn't even realize today was Wednesday either.
Okay. Yeah.
Just every day seems like the same old day.
Yeah. There's something. Oh no. Who come in here? Who is that? Yeah, it's normal. No. In all fairness, like it's very hard to have like standout happy days. It's mostly like, well, normal or like, ooh, I didn't like that day today.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh my, Gray, calm down. Is he okay? He put on too much money, dude.
Too much.
Too much money, dude. About Did he say snowball or snow cone?
You said money, dude, but
No. About the you about to wipe your butt with the snowball, I think, right?
Yep.
I don't know. If it's that hot, I don't think it'd be pleasurable at that point, right? My thing is I do like spicy, but like if you can't taste the meat, what's the point, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to taste the meat a little bit. You don't want. Like, listen, all right. If you're gonna put on that much spice, you might as well just put it on a sponge. You know.
Oh.
It's cheaper. Stop flying. I'm about to hurt myself. Pump actions are great. I love it. You know, I love getting it 8 billion times. The gotchas. Feels like I'm about to lock everything on the first roll every single time. I'm only gonna put $5 in the game. You know that, Gray? He's not planning on using anything ever again. Meanwhile, $800 down, guy still doesn't have the drop. $800 down.
Nah, it don't be like that.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, I'll say this right. Look up biggest Zenless Zone Zero spender and see if it is like that. You know, people spent like
They got
people
pity
spend-
mechanics that help you.
people spent $50,000 to get Zombie Hulk Hogan and never got it.
Look, man. That's that game. That game screws you over.
Are you
This-
sure?
This game is different. They got pity systems.
So you could get Zombie Hulk Hogan in this game?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Gray, go for Zombie Hulk
They
Hogan,
got pity
okay?
systems. That game doesn't.
Yeah, in all fairness, like, remember when buying the game meant that you bought the game? You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't spend any money for this game, but, like, remember when you were able to buy games? You know why arcades were popular back in the days? Because people used to go out and hang out. And they'd like to spend money with each other while they're playing stuff together, right? That's why arcades, would steal, people put money in the arcades. Now it's like they want the arcade system at home, but you have to buy the machine, you have to buy the game, and then you still have to put money in to play the game. And you have to do it alone. And you put money into the game so you can actually play the game with characters that you wanted to play, not just actually booting up the game. And then when it's all over and the servers are down, guess what? Go to a new game and buy a new system. Guarantee you, like there's few companies that just start salivating, like, But that's what it's going to now. It's gaming might be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As that's price wise.
Yeah. Oh, pricing wise, it's not terrible still. It's still reasonable even with Nintendo's bullshit. The problem is that you're not getting full games anymore with that price. You're getting like demos, and like you're not even buying the games pretty much. You're literally just renting from them for $80 because they could turn off the servers at any time, and guess what? That game doesn't work no more. Haha. But people are okay with that because it's Nintendo. They'll defend it. It's okay. It's like servers are down. It's okay. No, like I think I'm being very fair with like saying there's this, there's this, but that's not the problem. All of those are technically part of the problem, but it shouldn't keep going. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
It shouldn't keep going in terms of it being bad. It should, be like, well, here's the silver lining. It's like, no, you don't get at the end of the game, at the end of the day, and at the end of the game, you don't own your game. They can turn it off at any time. If you lose access to your account, you don't have access to your game. If you lose access to your Switch, you don't have access to your game. If you lose access to your cartridge, you don't have access to your game. This is not a step forward. This is like 3 steps back. And I'll say this, right? So say like you buy the game, it doesn't have the cartridge on it, right? Or whatever, it just reads the slip on it that lets you download and play the game. If that slip is broken in any way, do they give you a replacement? Like, what if you buy the game and the slip doesn't work a year later? Because that's how they programmed it.
Right.
It's saying, well, no, it's just our problem. Our manufacturing had a problem, whatever. You know how, like, Gray, you've done, like credit cards and gift cards and stuff, right? Like, how often does that shit not work sometimes,
Sometimes.
Yeah. Everything's good on the account. Everything's copacetic, but, like, for some reason, the bar doesn't read it. It doesn't read it.
Right. Oh.
I mean, technically, it's worthless at that point, right?
Alright.
Are you heading out? Okay.
No, I said I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Damn. I thought he was leaving. I'm about to say, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm chasing you away. I'm sorry. But, like... It's a big thing of, like, when does it end,
Mm-hmm.
And I know Nintendo fans, like, they're the type of people that don't want to hear any criticism ever. But the thing is like, you're not disproving why we're criticizing it. You're only proving that you're going to buy the game no matter what, And what I don't understand is the people that, if you're going to buy the game no matter what, you're going to keep quiet and whatnot. Yeah, sure. I understand completely. But if you actively start fighting against other people's consumer rights, that's very weird. That's very odd, Because you're also fighting against your own. You're also fighting against your own. Why would you do that? You don't want to own your Nintendo game? You'll be okay if it closes down in XYZ years? Why are you okay with that? DL, I don't know about you, but if I buy a game, or if I, like, buy something, I understand, like, there's a certain reasonable time frame to play it. But in all fairness, if I keep that shit in good condition, I don't mess it up or whatever, like, there shouldn't be a reason why I shouldn't be able to play my game 10, 20 years later, unless, you know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know, like, imagine keeping a car in good condition, right? And the only reason why you're not allowed to drive it anymore is because the manufacturer said you're not allowed to drive it anymore. Because it doesn't connect to the internet like it's supposed to. So we disabled the engine. That's not copacetic. Do you think it's you said the Nintendo disease, do you think it's a pathological fear that Nintendo might be making a wrong choice and then they can't accept it?
Maybe.
You know? I mean, I feel like it's like, I feel like they want their purchase to feel like it matters, and people saying, no, this is a bad purchase, actively stops their serotonin from reaching their brain. They want to buy it so badly, but then they realize they're making a bad purchase, and that's why they fight against it, because they have to justify it.
Mm.
You know, it's not because they know it's not bad, it's because they know it's bad, but they're still gonna buy it because they can't help themselves. So they'd rather feel good about it, even pretending that Nintendo actually cares about them. I think that's the only reason why. They have made some type of, like, dependent relationship on Nintendo, or whatever company it is, for instance, that doesn't really care about you. As soon as the money's gone, they're not gonna care. Like, say, like, you sold your house to buy a Nintendo game or whatever, right?
Mm.
Well, congratulations, or, you know, if you know, they're not giving that back ever. Nor will they ever, like even dream of, like, helping you if it's a hard time. And what's even crazier is they'll fight their friends that probably do care about them over it. That's the crazy part. Because they wanted Mario Kart a few weeks early. Some people say that Mario Kart game looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna say that. To me, it didn't look bad. It looked like a Mario Kart. I don't particularly care either way.
Me either.
I don't think it looked like, if you look at old Mario Kart games, it does look slower, but that's because the tracks are much bigger. You know, they're way wider. I don't think it's particularly slower, especially when you see, like, people doing tricks off of stuff. It starts to look actually fast, and having it, like, super fast on that could be, like, just uncontrollable. I've gone through this multiple times with Nintendo and, like, Game Freak. It's like, I don't dislike the company, but they're making it very hard for me to actually support them.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I do understand you have to make money and stuff, but, like, Nintendo games, and people really haven't went over this that much, right? Nintendo games, compared to other game companies, don't really cost that much for Nintendo compared to other game companies. Like, Spider-Man 2 feels like it's, like, more than freaking movies cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Nintendo's like, yeah, we spent like about $1 million making this new Mario game. Oh yeah, how many copies you sold? A million? How many? 50? We made like 50, 100 million. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, they're super profitable. That's why Pokemon's been suffering, is because it's suffering under its own success. They don't have to do anything and people will buy it. They don't have to do anything, people will buy it. And now people have started being like, well, wait. Why is the price increasing that much? You know? And the only thing is, Nintendo wants to make the money. That's it. It's not, and they know people will pay it. They don't feel like they have to compete, and whenever I know I harp on this a lot, and I hate it too, but it's like whenever you fight for your rights to give away more money to companies, you're kind of you're part of the problem, because companies are now no longer competing for your dollar. They're competing to see who they can get more dependent on them. And they're gonna treat games like gambling and a drug, and it's not. It's supposed to be like a hobby. Could you imagine like what's a good thing? What's a good example? What's another hobby? Painting, drawing,
Art.
yeah, no. Huh. I just realized something. That's actually happened in the art world too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember when Photoshop now is like whatever you draw we own?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's just it's a problem with every company now, to be honest. And people are still fighting for it. No, you shouldn't be. Like, you have rights as a consumer to not pay for something. You have rights to complain. You have rights to, to make your own product. But the thing is, when companies get so big, if you try and make anything similar to them, they will fight you with way more lawyers to beat you, and not because they're right, but because they can. You know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they can hold you out in court for years, not doing anything other than stealing money from you and making it not worth their time. And, like, that's the thing. That's what I can't stand. It's like, it's not right. After a while, it's not right, you know? And yes, I would like... I don't like modern gaming, I think. I think that's my main thing. My main takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take a look at Icicle Line, Icicle Cutter. Alright. I don't know if that's worth putting in. Maybe. Maybe we do Thunder Rain again, I guess. Alright. Wait, I don't need that many. But yeah, I feel like not all hope is lost yet, but it's getting to the point where it's like, well, Nintendo literally said we will charge you whatever we feel like charging you. That was their takeaway, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not a good that's not good. Because it means like there's not a real reason now. It's not like, oh, manufacturing is up or this is up, or they didn't say like the cost of games is one up for them significantly or any unforeseen stuff. It's literally like, we're just gonna charge you what we feel like charging you. Which means that Nintendo
When did they say that?
Doug Bowser said that. It was during the interview with him. The variable pricing interview. That's what he meant. He never said anything about it. He says it's based on how long you're gonna play. He didn't say that exactly, but literally that's what it's implying. Like how much mileage you're gonna get out of it, how much it costs them to make, and what they feel like charging you. Pretty much. If you look at what he said.
But it certainly isn't no GTA 6 to have a Mario Kart game $80-$90.
Yeah, I think it's like settling around 79.99. I think, and that's with the cartridge. I'm not entirely certain, but it's still
They
like
said physical is 90 and digital is 80. If you didn't know.
I think they may have walked it back since then. Um, but I'm not entirely certain. Stuff's been changing like kind of quickly because Nintendo started to panic because they don't normally get this type of outcry. They get some, but they don't get like this type. Um, and you know, I'd be worried if I was Nintendo too. It's very
Mm.
odd. It's very odd, right? That the game is 80 or 90 for Mario Kart, but when you buy it with the Switch 2, it's only 50. You know?
Mm.
And what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking they're just
That's the bundle
overcharging.
discount, basically.
It is a bundle discount, but why is it so much? If it's that much money buying it single,
Mm.
yeah, it's to get people to buy into the system early. They're willing to quote unquote take a loss, so they can hook you into like keeping their system. But it's not great. It's not great. It's not a great deal either way. Right now I'm just watering. I'm watering this plant because the pals can't reach it because they're the Gilbos. Every time I turn on the game DL, they just can't reach something else, even though it's right there next to them.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw in real time a pal will go to a place, work on it, walk away for a second, and say it can't reach it, even though it was working on it. Yeah, I know. I literally saw Verdash do that one time. It started doing handiwork, walked away to grab a rock, stopped working on it, went back to good, and said can't reach it, and then it walked away. But yeah, like overall, it's like the whole Doug Bowser interview. That's definitely what it was like. He was talking about it. And basically, what it makes me think of is like, well, they don't really have a good reason for the price increase other than they know people will pay it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's variable. That's why it's like we this is what we think this game is worth to you. That's basically what it is. So it's like we'll charge you what we think you'll buy. That's why the Donkey Kong game is not as much money, even though it looks way better than Mario Kart. It's because it's a single player game, so the replayability is a little bit less. Two, it's not gonna have online connectivity, so you can't charge for the Nintendo Online on it, right?
Right.
And three, like how much DLC characters are you gonna put in Donkey Kong? Where Mario Kart you can keep adding like Fortnite, you know? Yeah. Yeah, see, so it's not about like anything special. They're just giving you the shaft, the big end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it is important to say like, yeah, this is too much. This is too much of a buy-in for you to just constantly just nickel and dime us. If the games were like relatively cheap, but they nickel and dimed you, it would suck, but it wouldn't be that bad because it'd be like, well, the upkeep's like the problem, you know. Here it's like, well, the buy-in's very high, then you have an upkeep hike on it as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, okay, yeah, that sucks. But then it turns out you don't even own your games at the end of the day? On a physical copy? You need an online connection? Are you kidding me? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are being like, well, no, you don't need it to download. Yes, I know you don't need it to download it, but guess what? If those servers ever go down and you buy a physical copy, how the fuck are you gonna get it off their servers? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it doesn't matter if it's a physical copy. You're not getting that game unless those servers are up. And guess what? If those servers go down, you're not getting that game. You have to wait. I don't care if they're charging you or not. It's if you go into the store, you're getting You're wasting gas money to get something that they're not, that you don't own. You're getting a piece of plastic for $80. Oh my god, you're actually getting a piece of plastic for $10 more.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright. And not only that, but like, is there gonna be DRM on these games too? Like, does it have to go through Nintendo servers first when you boot up your system to be able to play? Yes, I know it's pretty standard for games now, right? But like, like, Nintendo games aren't these like huge budget, like super games. You know, they're usually mostly simplistic and they're usually well done artistically, but they're not like super duper groundbreaking graphics and super duper groundbreaking storytelling or super duper. You know, it's mostly the gameplay that they have that's really on point. You know, they make a guy jump on a turtle really good. You know, that's literally what it is. It's like, well, how are we gonna jump on him this time? Well, we'll have the turtles sing as they kill him. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. And people lost their shit over the singing turtles as they died. Cool. But it just that's the name of the beast. It's like it's getting to the point where it's the Nintendo and PlayStation stuff might start cannibalizing themselves so hard for like trying to get the extra money that it could cause a crash. Like this Nintendo could start a crash because other companies believe like they could charge what they want to charge, right? See, here's the thing, like companies aren't okay with making profit. Like if they're not so like say like you make something and you make double back what you got, right? It's considered successful, but companies don't like that. They want to make back triple or quadruple or quintuple. Like it just
Ain't making that much.
yet Nintendo does though. That's the thing. They do usually do that because they don't put that much into their games versus how much they sell them for and how many copies they sell. They do really well. And that's the thing, companies are always shooting for that. They're not shooting just to be profitable, they're shooting to be mega profitable. And it's usually it's because they offer good services. Now it's because like, well, they can trick people into paying for bad services. And if every game company is going to offer a bad service, then you just have to pick the games that you like the best. You know? You don't even get to pick like a good service. That's why Steam's been kind of like, you know, killing it because like, do you know any other place where you can return games?
No, I don't even know that if
I don't
Epic Games does that.
Yeah, I don't. I know GameStop buys back your games, but they give you like a fraction of the price.
Yeah, they give you so little back.
Yeah. And it's basically not a return. It's basically like, you know, you don't need this game anymore, so you're selling it for pennies, whatever. So you're not getting it, you're just getting pennies for it. I don't think stores return games unless they're unopened. Like, games are the only product I think that if you open it and try it and you're unsatisfied, you don't get anything back except for Steam. And Steam gives you the thing where it's like, if you play it less than an hour, then yeah.
Less than 2 hours.
Yeah, less than 2 hours. Wow, it's even better than I thought. Like, in all fairness, I feel like playing an hour of a game, if you don't think you're gonna like it, it's... I feel like the first 10 minutes you're gonna probably figure out you're not gonna like a game. Like, is there any games like that you played that were like, you know, that you didn't like for the first hour? And then suddenly, like...
I had that multiple times. I would say the Witchfire game.
But it's
I'm
rare,
gonna give
right?
you a different example. I'm gonna give you a different example.
Uh-huh.
There was a Cuphead clone game.
Yep.
And I was so hyped for it. It showed, like, they showed gameplay of it and it looked so good. The problem is they downgraded the game on release.
How'd they do that?
Which I know, like, the movement with your character was definitely not like how it was in Cuphead. It's like more loose, I should say.
Uh-huh.
And And then they had like other mechanics for the enemies. The enemies were badly designed. You have to change your weapons, and you have to change to a certain weapon in order to damage them. So you have like 3 different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of them can damage the monster. The other 2 you can't even use against them.
Okay.
I hated that. But then the biggest one of all, it was when I got through a couple of the areas. I was just getting sick of the game during the time. It was like you have to run through, you have to do a hit and run, basically just go through maps and then you fight a boss. After I fought a boss, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just look at the reviews of this game. I went off the game and I saw the bad reviews, and I was like, oh, okay, let me give it another shot. When I got back on, my data was lost. I had to redo all that shit again, and I'm like, nope, that's it, I'm done.
So you did realize that the game was bad fairly quickly, but you tried to push on a little further.
Yes, I tried to give it another shot, and then they took my data away.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
like,
like, fuck it.
yeah. So it's like generally, I feel like when you play a game, the first hour, if you're not liking it, you're probably not gonna like the game. Period. I can't think of many other games that like the first hour sucks, and then it gets better. And if people say that about Pokemon, but that's, oh my god. I feel like the most important gameplay aspect is the first hour gameplay, because that's gonna hook you in if you're gonna continue it, and that's usually what developers try to like shoot for. But like I can't think of any games that I've played where like it got better after the first hour in terms of me wanting to play it. Generally, it's like the first, I want to say half hour, and then it's like you have like kind of like the idea of what's going on, then it's gonna be good. For instance, Dark Souls can get you hooked in just on the intro alone, and then you play it for an hour and be like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. And then like how many people got hooked on Dark Souls but then realized they didn't like it because it was too hard, you know?
Right.
You know, it had a good hook, and then people played it and then didn't like it. You know, that makes sense. But I really can't think of very many games where it's like the first hour was just terrible. Just fucking terrible. The worst thing I've ever experienced. And then the game got better. Because generally a mark of a good game is like hooking you from the beginning. You know, so it's kind of difficult to have like a bad start to a good game. You could have a good start to a bad game though. That's way easier. You've done that before, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, the Cuphead clone, right? It's kind of like it was a good start, but it was a bad game.
Yep.
You thought you were gonna like it, and then it got terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like generally, you're gonna within an hour, you're probably gonna like realize what you like about it, even if it's a good start. Because guess what? Good starts don't last that long. You know.
Right.
Older games did have that problem too, where the first few levels were like fun, and then they get super hard near the end, and it could ruin the experience. But it wasn't like. It was more or less like a learning curve rather than, just terrible. But a lot of games, like at the like if a game's bad at the start, you're gonna know it. To me, I kind of felt that with the what's it called? You know how how I like Lethal Company, even though the game doesn't look very good, it has a good start to it, which is basically like learning how the monsters are gonna kill you. Yeah, that's actually a good game, even though it doesn't look good. But like, then there's the thing with the what I played with one up a few days ago, called No More Room in Hell 2, right? I played that, and it was very forgettable and more importantly, like I don't remember like specifically anything super good, you know, about it. Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't particularly like a lot of stuff about it, and I played for like 3 hours, so I gave like I wouldn't be able to return it, even though I got it for the free weekend. I wouldn't be able to return it, but like
Mm-hmm.
I kind of don't feel the hook to it. Like there's no hook to it, and that's pretty bad. Basically, the game starts is I believe you're like a paramedic or a first responder to emergency. They don't really explain what the zombie virus outbreak is at all, and I feel like that's part of the problem. Is you kind of don't know what you're dealing with. It's just the zombie, you know. It's not like in Resident Evil where you get the cool thing of like, what is this thing? What is this thing? What a me. It's like, oh, it's an infected person with a T virus that transforms them into a giant monster if it perfects itself. That's not good. I don't like that. Meanwhile, this game, it's like, well, no room in hell. So people are infected. That's about it. Bye. And they're stinky. Yeah, like it's like, okay, well, what are they infected with? Don't matter. I'm pretty sure they have it written down somewhere, but like I ain't got time to read you spawn zombies on top of me. You know, it's like yeah. It has the problem of what was that other game we were playing? Yeah. It has the problem of like Aliens Fireteam Elite, where it's like you don't have enough ammo to feasibly complete the mission unless you already played the mission and know where you can fart around with and where you have to run.
Mm-hmm.
The game has a progression system very similar to a roguelite, except the roguelite, you get to like permanently upgrade your character. In this game, like you kind of have to buy your upgrades for the character, and you know it's not a good gameplay loop, at least in my opinion. I'm not sure where to like put the things at in terms of like, let's see, work, sleep, work, go home. Don't need that. Sorry, I'm just looking at my stuff. Yeah. So the problem is like the hook is just not good enough for it. Not only that, but like the gameplay itself is not great. It's only okay at best and wonky at worst.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, the hook's not good, and the gameplay, while better than like certain games, it's not like good. It hurts me wanting to continue it because there's literally nothing I can latch on to that I like. I don't like the story. The enemies are boring, and then the gameplay is mid. And then on top of that, there's a big grinding system, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you just describe Palworld? One never talked to me again, and two, no, because Palworld has something that this game doesn't have. It's interesting monsters that try and kill you. You know, it has a progression system where you can keep your stuff if you die. No More Room in Hell doesn't. It forces you to do roguelite stuff. Yeah, well, we could play Palworld like a roguelite, but guess what? You get hit once and you're dead sometimes, and that's it. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
This is all your stuff. Ooh, that's pretty good. A semi-automatic shotgun schematic. I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. Pretty poopy one. You can't use it, but yeah, it's poopy. My favorite. But yeah, overall, it's like, I don't know. My guess is No More Room in Hell 2 is only for the diehard No More Room in Hell fans.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they like it. Maybe that has a better story too. I don't know. People are crapping on Killing Floor 3 And I can understand why, because I did like Killing Floor 2. Where, Killing Floor 3 has the Saints Row 3 thing where it's like, they kind of threw out all the seriousness of the series and just gave it like the wonky mechanics that people liked in the other game, but they pushed it like a little bit too far. That's the problem with Killing Floor 3. With No More Room in Hell 2, though, I don't understand who it's for, because it's like they want it to be a PvP game without having PvP stuff in it. You know, so see, here's the thing, right? Like, Alright, so you know how that guy killed you in No More Room in Hell 1 and you said you didn't like it?
Mm-hmm.
Did he
I
take...
got hit one time, I got infected.
Did he take stuff from your body?
That I don't know.
Yeah, well, in
Probably did.
A No More Room in Hell 2, right? Whenever you go into an area, there's specific items that you can carry on you that don't have a carry weight that are used for leveling up your character, right? So I'll say this, right? Say like your character gets infected and you ask for pills. Well, guess what? When your character's infected, they can shoot you to death. Because one of them actually got shot to death by Adam by accident. Alrighty, so now imagine asking for like pills and stuff, and it's like near the end of the level after you help someone out, and they can just shoot you. They can just shoot you because you got unlucky on an infection thing. Sometimes the infection thing just happens, you get infected without getting hit, because stinky zombies spawned in underneath the map and infected everyone. So imagine like you're at the end of extraction, right? And it's like, well, you know, you just need a bit more time or like a little bit of like the pills that they give you. And instead, the guy that's next to you, your teammate, just decides, you know what, I would like more experience for this run, so he kills you. Well, congratulations, you've now made it to where people don't want to play anymore on this team-based game. Because it's too dangerous to play because people kill you at the end. I'm not saying I got killed at the end because of that, but I'm saying, like, that's a scenario I feel like could happen.
That can happen.
Yeah. It can happen, and guess what? The only people that's gonna affect are people that actually care about the game, because they're actually getting it to the end. You know, like, I don't see how it makes the game better in any way. In fact, it only opens it up for trolling. People that want to complete the level with people, well, guess what? They get fucked over. For people that will cheat and just, you know, well, not cheat, but like, you know, just don't care and want to just ruin other people's fun. So it's like, okay, well then you have that on. Also, when there is a pickup mechanic, if you got knocked down, you can get picked up, like Left 4 Dead 2. I don't understand that. I feel like the game would be better if, like, you're like, you dead, you dead. The ammo was very scarce for just the amount of zombies that they spawn in next to you. So it's like, and when you use the gun, they spawn in more zombies. So it's like, okay, well, maybe the gun is like a superpower, right? You only use it in dire needs. And it's like, no, it's if you don't hit a headshot, you're probably wasting your entire magazine into a guy. So it's like the guns are actually kind of weak as well, but they're stronger than your crappy melee because they don't revolve you using your stamina. You know, plus they have range or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, you're kind of leaving a lot of options out for any potential fun, and leaving it to where, like, the people that like trolling near the end are the ones that are going to enjoy the game the most.
Yep.
And guess what? The people that like...
Another reason why I don't play multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is, like, trolling's okay, but guess what? You're not going to get people back into your game over and over again if it's nothing... If they're going to get to the end of the map and then get trolled, and then, like, the gameplay loop is getting out of the map and cashing in your experience points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine trying to cash in your experience points and then you get killed at the end because some guy decided, you know what, I'm going to just... Like, what's crazy is you don't even need to announce that you're a zombie. They could just start shooting at you, and if you're infected and you didn't say anything, then you just die. You know, there's no point. The thing is like, they don't really offer an incentive to keep more people alive. They don't. Because it's not a team-based game, you know? It really isn't. It's really like you're competing against one another and pretending to be a team. It's terrible. Deep Rock Galactic's the opposite. Deep Rock Galactic actually incentivizes teamwork because, you know, you get more money when everyone comes out alive, for one. And two, a lot of the stuff's easier to do with a team. And three, when someone goes down, you know, you feel it more because of just the amount of bugs that are still around. With the other game, what's it called? With No More Room in Hell 2, I don't know if they actually spawn in less zombies or more zombies based on the amount of people that are still alive. Because, quite frankly, it felt like it was always the same amount. And it was always in, like they always spawn in, like, slightly off screen. I tell you, DL, I was looking down at Gymnasium, and I saw them spawn in and land. And it's like, okay, so it's, like, if it's gonna be like Left 4 Dead 2, like, you're gonna need to really just give a lot more ammo, you know? Like ammo conservation is not that big of a deal in zombie games if you're allowed to, you know, do the stuff not in real time. For instance, like Resident Evil, right? That has ammo conservation in it, right? How many of the puzzles are real-time puzzles in it versus how many are just, you know... Like, a lot of the puzzles, you don't have to be worried about getting attacked in the back while doing it. Where in, like, other games, like, it is. I really don't see, like, the reason to, like, for that game. I feel like the idea of paramedics or whatever coming in to be first responders in a zombie outbreak could be interesting. If one, it felt more like an organized group. And two, the playable characters weren't just random NPCs that get respawned because they die infinitely. Like, I'll say this, right? Helldivers kind of did it correctly, where it's like, you don't know who your guy looks like. They're just a superhero or whatever. And then they get killed, right? Now imagine, like, every time you had your Helldiver, it looked like the same guy but a different hairdo. Would you be happy with that, you know? Me, not really. I don't think it's that good. I think Helldivers did it better. They're all kind of brainwashed. They're all kind of strong, you know. Not bad. Okay, where am I at? Yeah, we'll go this way. But yeah, Helldivers 2 did it good. The atmosphere is great. The enemies, the enemies. Do you know any of them? What any of them are? Really?
No.
No. But they're all interesting, right?
Yes.
These are the bugs. These are the robots. These are the alien parasites. What are they doing? Well, they're taking over our planets. These are our planets. That's all you need. Now, I guarantee there's probably way more lore about who each of these factions are. And hell, some people even believe that the that Super Earth is actually the villain, and these fights, the robots, the infection, and the bugs are all made by Super Earth, and they're just seeding the planets for people to die on. You know, they're growing bugs in a lab, and then they're sending them to planets to fight people, pretty much. Well, why is it? Man, I don't know. Maybe there's too many humans. You ever notice that there's a certain amount of humans in that game that get killed? Yeah, that's not the entire population. It's only the population's been fighting. And the thing is like Helldivers, it doesn't appear that they're losing. It feels like this is just a normal skirmish, which means that there's trillions and trillions and trillions of people. It would totally make sense. It's like a sports game for them. Super Earth is like a sports game, you know, and then if you live, you live. But with, like, No More Room in Hell 2, it's like, it's so bland you can't even, like, make it up, you know? This is Fred. Oh, yeah, who's Fred? Exactly. The end. Okay, good game. What does Fred do? Doesn't matter. Okay.
Hmm.
And there probably is lore. I didn't see any of it because, like, if it wasn't in the actual like level, you're not safe to read any of it. You're not, because zombies spawn in. See, here's the thing about that the game tries to trick you into making you think you could sneak around zombies, but really, with how it is, the gameplay uses an AI director a lot like Left 4 Dead 2, where it's like if you're close, zombies have a chance to spawn in next to you with certain rules. One, like line of sight is one of the rules. You know, and it's like, okay, if you're not within line of sight, if you're within line of sight, they can't spawn. Stuff like that. But the thing is like, as soon as you're in a menu, they can spawn in that room. They can spawn in that room. If you turn your head, they can spawn in that room. So it's like, you do sort of get jump scared, but you also get like kind of cheated too, because one hit can kill you. One hit and you can eventually die. People are fighting over it, saying like, well, you could go to here, here, and here, and you'll be fine. You know, if you just run here, it's like, so you mean to tell me as soon as I start the game, I have to know where everything is? You know?
Hmm.
It's like, no, theoretically, when you start a game, you're not gonna know where everything is, and like, it's the type of game where I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like if you don't play perfectly, people are gonna troll you or kill you in that
I hate
game.
that's again why I don't play multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's gonna be
You can't make mistakes. If you do,
yeah,
get out.
exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's what it's gonna be at near the end. Because we had some of it earlier in that as well, where people are like, "Hey, why don't you equip this? Why aren't you using this? Why aren't you, like that?" Just instantly, and it's
People
like,
take it too seriously.
yeah. And the thing is like part of like games is the fact that like it can be fun to carry, you know that.
Hmm.
And the way that this game is, the game doesn't give you any stats that are worth a damn. If you're like, I don't think it gives you like special stats. Period. Um, at the end, if you're dead, you're dead. You don't get to see anything that you did during the game. Um, it kind of blows. Not gonna lie. Like when you die, it's like, well, that's it. You've lost all the experience all that time. You know, like Deep Rock Galactic, like, or like, okay, let's restart the mission. We're 5 minutes in. We're not looking like we're gonna complete it, right?
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, let's restart. Well, you can literally die at the last second off of like a 40 minute mission in that game, and you get nothing for it. And the missions are always going to be long because the game is long. That's how it is by design. You can't like really
Hmm.
rush through it that much. And if you because you're kind of, you can technically rush to the objectives yourself, but if your team's not with you, it makes it way harder and way slower. So like everyone kind of needs to know everything. That's why I feel like it's going to be that type of game where it's like, if someone doesn't know where it is, they're going to either get killed because the people can't wait because they want to complete the mission as soon as possible, because there's no fun allowed. That's the thing. There's no fun. No More Room in Hell 2 is a very no fun game. Like, you have to play exactly how the game wants you to play, otherwise you get punished too hardly and you die. And the thing is you potentially like fuck over your teammates by one, accidentally shoot an explosive barrel next to a teammate. You can down them. So there's no
Hmm.
like that, So once again, trolling is in full effect. You know, two, if you shoot and you die, you can lure a bunch of zombies to your teammates. You know, it's like like there's like not much you can do, man. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, I think I'm gonna be done with Palworlds for tonight. I tried my best, deal. I just couldn't find any schematics. It's impossible.
Wow.
Actually, I have an idea. I can run this schematic over here. I'll get the makeshift Shotgun. Yes. All right, DL. There's a thing called the makeshift shotgun in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does way more damage than the pump action shotgun.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it does. It does do more. I think it does do more. I'm not sure how much more it does. Anyway, I don't know how good it is. Because if it says it has short range, and like I don't know if it's it could be a single shot shotgun, for all I know. You know, it would make sense. Single shot for makeshift, double barrel gets 2 shots, pump action gets more, right? I feel like that's how you would balance like progression in this game. Personally, I don't think it's. I like Palworld a lot. I don't think it's that balanced, but it's fun. You know, that's the thing. I do like the fighting in it. It's not amazing by any means, but it's very serviceable. And it can get somewhat visceral. You know, it's pretty, like, you know, as much as I crap on, like, the level 60 O-Rig, it is pretty funny watching them fly up when they get exploded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me throw this on. That'll do more damage. Alright. That guy always gets shot like that. Pretty funny. Bending of Diligence, my favorite. But yeah, like I don't like hating on games just to hate on them. I see what could be. I like what's good, and I could see what could be better. And for some reason, people think it's like it's bad. I don't like them. For instance, I do like Gunfire Reborn a lot, but it's like on the hardest difficulties, trying to get like sometimes you just don't get a good start and it's over before begin, you know. And I don't know. I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't like starting a thing. I kind of like doing what you get, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like if you get like a few bad draws, that's it. That whole run is just bunk. Especially if the spear guy spawns in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, I'll do it again. It's like, well, that's fine and all, but it's like, it's kind of hard to, like, I know most of the stuff works really good, right? But, like, if you get 2 bad, like DL, remember that one where I got 2 bad economy items? 1 that it takes my money and 2 that it takes my life?
Mm-hmm.
Back to back? And it's like, okay, what am I supposed to have? No scrolls by the time I start fighting the boss? Thank you. No, you just picked one. Pick one. Like I couldn't pick any. Those are the ones you gave me. You know, it's terrible. I don't like it. Yeah. But overall, the game's really good. It works really well. Most of the characters are pretty fun. What do you mean? I thought all the characters... No, the dog has problems. The dog has problems. The dog is literally forced into using like 1 weapon type, and it's explosives. Nona has the same problem, but Nona at least has the freaking mech that kind of evens out if you have bad RNG, you know. Not only that, but pistols are easier to find too. It's not a single weapon; it's a group of weapons. Oh, that could have been worse. Aw. Pretty good drop for that. That guy think he real too. Yeah, this always wants to do a supply drop right over here. That's why I said the makeshift shotgun schematic level 4, baby. Here we go. Here it comes. In fact, it did not come. Alright, I'm gonna do the oil rig and then I'm out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying to you? Any idea what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like gunfire. How many people are thinking when we play be like, nah, you don't like it? Because I said I didn't like certain aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, you know, Richard a few times said I didn't like Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you just didn't like one thing.
Yep, I didn't like how something was like working.
Like, not every game is perfect.
No, not even the really good ones. There's always like, you know, like Mario 64 is a really good game, but like God forbid, there's certain levels that are just like ass. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, Shady. May the sands take you. What did you get hit by? Holy moly. See, shit like this, Palworld could be a really cool game. And not just HP based. I killed the Crusher as he was firing, so he gets to fire when he's dead. Ooh. Take that, Gilbo. That was, I feel like that was way more than 4,000, but maybe I didn't count right. Damn, attacking from that far. Jeez. I didn't even see that guy. pretty funny. Alright, deal. My pal just hit a guy that got popped up with an explosion with his backpack. But I just saw a fireball come through the top of the ceiling to hit him in the top of the head. Looked like a Home Alone attack. That's pretty funny. But yeah, yeah, Gunfire Reborn's really good. I was kind of tired of it.
I'm still not tired of it yet.
Well, I'll say this, right? Like for us, it's like, what can we do?
Yeah.
For me, it's like, well, you know, maybe I can buy the 2 other characters, right, when they go on sale. But like overall, man, like we did just about everything, you know. What's gonna be our challenge run, huh? Like knife only, melee only. like in that game. There's no melee, like melee only, like no melee weapon damage bonus though. Like what the fuck? So I'm saying, like, I don't know. Don't play Nona? I don't fucking know. Personally, I don't see what we can do. Aside from like I don't know. I really don't know. Because we kind of like did just about everything. We did on the hardest difficulty. We did it with the mysterious yokel, which increases the difficulty even more. We did it on the thing where we had to kill the both bosses back to back. You know.
Yep.
Like you know, like what else is there? That guy, yeah, no, I'll shoot you too. I don't care. You're gonna shoot me like that, I'll shoot you. If you don't want to flinch, I don't need to flinch either. I'm a player character. You ever had flinching in this game? It's over. I'm not playing no more. There, give me that plasteel, man. You got that Gilbo missile launcher. Yay. Don't need that. Alrighty, that's cool. I got nothing again. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It's 11 o'clock. I'll be heading off soon anyway. I have to get up early in the morning the next few days. Tomorrow it's not too bad, but like the next other days I have to be like super early at work. Well, not super early, but early. Yes, you can reload while you're doing it. It's pretty funny. I love doing it. Take that, Gilbo. Jeez. Territory's full, cool. Oh, what? Gilbo attack? That guy was saying no to me. Let's see. Alright, we'll feed those 4. Alright, we now have more room. How much room do we need? We have a lot of schematics. Too bad they're crappy ones. Yay. What's over here? Wheat seeds, high. Wait, what? Do I need high quality Palworld? I kind of do. I don't want to give it up. Never wanna give you up. Never gonna run around or revert you. Never gonna say goodbye. Why you crying? Can birth you. Alright, let's finish this up and then I'm out. Yeah, I made that shot terrible. Okay. Now that guy really did survive with 1 HP. Man, he the luckiest ducky ever ducked. That's kind of mean, but I did it. Yep. Alrighty. You were expecting that, were you? Chest time. Deal. Rogue Core. How you feeling about it?
Feeling good about it.
You see there might be lady dwarves in it?
Nah.
No, there might be. Like, look, take a look at one of the characters. That's what it looked like to me, but I'm not entirely certain. What's with this menagerie of ribbos? By the way, I should have totally had that advantage. For some reason, they're shooting through the wall and I'm not. Poison glands are pretty much worthless. You get those free. Alright, 2 more chests. Three more chests. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Steel, okay. Oh yeah. That's free. Alright, anything down here? Doesn't look like it. He wants me dead? Well, yeah, I want him dead too. I'll shoot him in the face. The power lotus. Made for power. Much lotus. Damn, where the hell's my inventory space is going? Why do I have so much damn mud chowder? Who needs this much mud chowder? Come on now. Actual organs are free. Fire organs are free. Don't need those. I think everything's picked up. Alrighty. Yep. It was cool, DL. The big thing I got was, yeah. I don't know, some type of missile launcher that's comboed. Yep. Oh man, it's rough. You go through all that, yeah, you go through all that. And you get a green missile launcher that you don't really care about. You don't really care about. But yeah, the other one I don't like. I feel like it's too slow. It's not fun. I mean, I know you can run it like fast with like Gale Claw and not ignoring everything, but at that point, like, why not just play a platformer?
Mhm.
Yeah. I kind of mean it too. It's like if you're gonna ignore all the enemies in a fighting game, what's the point in playing a fighting game? You know? Look, I can make another assault rifle schematic. Yay. I can make a multi-guided missile launcher schematic. Yay. You want to level up? Oh. I could actually get a level up on that, huh? Not that I need it. Alright. I can do the steel. Do I have one of those already? I'll take a look. If I don't, I'll make it. If I do, I won't. Let's see. Like, I never get the... Aw. That's pretty funny. Okay, we did get our schematic deal of the plasteel helmet. DL, I skipped over it already. I already got the hexalite one. By the time you get it, DL, it's no longer good. I said that before, didn't I? Yeah. Gee, that would have been nice. Up that all, and boom. Flamer ammo is free. Drop off. I say it's free because ain't no one gonna use flamer ammo. Alright, let me just clean up some more stuff and then I'm gonna be heading out, okay, deal? No! Yeah, I gotta. It's called too much work.
I'm working.
Yeah, you have to. You don't work, no money. No work, no money. No shoot, no gun. But that's what it's been like. Let's just steal all these. See the idea? I'm stealing eggs now too.
Yeah.
Bad economy. This is joking. Yeah, we don't need another breeding thing of these. I think we're good. Alright, and you. Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't take long to do that. I just haven't been grabbing them. Alrighty. Refresh. Oh, I never did that last one, huh? Cool. Smart. So smart, much egg. Alright, cool. He is a vampire artisan. Oh, fucking sound like a Twilight thing. Alrighty, Do I have anything else to drop off? I do. I have a lot of crap that... why they give me so much shit to sell? Or whatever. They actually added that button in. That didn't used to be there. Used to just hit R and it would have done it. What I do like about Palworld deal is they do seem to be listening to what people want.
Mhm.
People are like, oh, this is too grindy. Here, let's change this. Oh, this is that. I know. Attack pendant, pendant diligence. Pretty crappy shirts. All right, I think I'm good. Another attack pendant's there, so we're fine. Yay. Jumpy boy. Yeah. Are you growing? Yes, you are. Perfect. Alright. Do I have anything else I need to drop off? Some food and then dark fruit. Okay. I am using so much rifle ammo. DL, I really like the semi-automatic one. I've been kind of running that like kind of crazy. So it's 11 shots, right? And it does about about as much damage as the single shot rifle. It does it a little bit less, but you get more shots per thing anyway. So it's a pretty good like just all around rifle. It's like the shotgun. It's really good on just about anything you're using it on. Other stuff is better, but it's just really good, you know? Basically, I like it because I'm not wasting a lot of ammo. I have range, and I do decent damage. That's kind of why I wanted to use the pistol, the revolver. But I don't think the revolver is going to be as viable. I think this one's better. With that being said, I think I said if the revolver could fan the hammer, or you could just fire really quickly, it might be better. Where it's just like, oh, this is up close, I go, pop, pop, you know, and then the slower shots are for accuracy. Okay, sweet. If I do this, right, does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. I don't like it, though. Alright, we have these. Hat's done. Okay, let's go. Yeah, see, that's not nearly as cool looking. Well, that's pretty cool, though. I didn't realize how good the textures were on that. I like this one better. Wheeze. We really don't need the mud chowder that much, but I'll eat it if I got it. Damn, he is just beating the crap out of that wood. Yeah. You working on that? Do I have an Astagon here, or what's he doing? Is he just ignoring shit? He might be ignoring. Or he's stuck somewhere. Oh, he's on a break. Okay. Cool for him. Cool beans, deal. He on a break. He on a break. Yeah. He in the wall. Okay. That's not bad. But yeah. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be on tomorrow. Laters. Bye, deal.
Haba.
Haba, indeed. Java.